Local 4 News starts now with a forewarned weather alert.
A wave of storms has moved out of Metro Detroit, but we are getting a sense of the damage that they did, like this Macomb County neighborhood just swamped by the heavy rains from earlier today. Storm potential, in fact, remains this evening, and then heat is going to become an issue, too.
So let's start things off with Brian Sherman with a look at what we're facing over the next, 36 hours or so, Brian?
Yeah, that's right, Kimberly and Devin. The next 36 hours are going to be a little rough with more showers and thunderstorms on the way. That video you saw up there, close to 3 inches of rain in portions of Macomb County through early this afternoon. Exact Track 40 radar clean sweep for the majority of southeastern Michigan, but for the moment, if we can get it, portions of our northeastern communities dealing with the showers and a few embedded thunderstorms starting to uptick in intensity a little bit from Sandusky down to Crosswell and including Port Huron, but I'm expecting everybody else to get in on that thunderstorm activity as we go through the late evening hours tonight. Then the heat and humidity tomorrow. A heat advisory is in effect from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Thursday for Wayne, Washtenaw, Lenawee, and Monroe counties, as these areas stand the best chance to see that 100-degree plus heat index values tomorrow as well. That heat lifting off to the north and east. We're up to 81 right now at Metro Airport, same at City Airport. Compare that to 66 in Sandusky, 68 in Port Huron, and 91 in Lansing, 90 in Adrian. That's the heat and humidity that moves in as we go through tonight and into tomorrow. So tranquil through about mid to late evening tonight before thunderstorms come back in overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then another round moves in late tomorrow night. Much more on that and the heat and humidity. Your full forward forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Hey, Brian, thank you. Let's get to Chesterfield Township, where Tim Pamplin has spent the past hour plus documenting the flooding and frustration in one neighborhood. Tim.
It's absolutely awful out here, isn't it, Kimmy? Some residents just arriving home here to this mess. I spoke to some residents earlier. They're saying the rain came down torrentially for about 2 hours, didn't stop, and when it did stop, this was the mess they were left with. Take a look. Drivers taking their chances this afternoon, making their way through all these flooded streets in the Brycewood subdivision, 21-mile 94 area. The storms arrived around about 1 o'clock today, lasted a couple of hours, moved on, but the damage was done. Residents, understandably, are very upset.
Absolutely. This is terrible and disgusting. For the city to let this happen and get away with this and all the property damage, and to have them tell me that, oh, their pumps are working. Well, obviously their pumps aren't working.
Mike wasn't the only one calling authorities. About a half dozen residents I spoke to just recently said they've made calls as well. The police are not coming out to block the roads off, and the authorities say that the pumps are all in working condition. For one resident, the afternoon storms meant an afternoon off work.
And as I sat here watching the rain pour and pour and pour and pour, and this is filling and filling and filling, I couldn't get out. So literally I took the rest of the day off due to the weather. I could not get out of my driveway.
Yeah, so we make the best of any situation, but this is a terrible situation. They spin around here. You see residents have got the towels hanging out. Water is now getting inside some of these homes. They're mopping up the best they can. As for the pump situation, I think I heard Brian say about 3 inches of rain an hour. I don't know of a pump that can handle that, but there you go. That is the scene right now. Up in the Brycewood subdivision. Tim Pamplin, back to you guys down.
Indeed, a mess. Okay, Tim, and more storm damage to show you. Our crews were at this home on Schaefer Highway between 7 and 8 Mile, and you can see that tree there crashed onto it, causing some serious damage to the roof, to a window. According to DTE, those trees also took out power. In more news tonight, a 28-year-old Romulus man has been charged in the crash that killed the wife of the CEO over at Eastern Market.
Vivian Carmody was killed, Dan Carmody injured as they walked to dinner last Friday night. Jacqueline Francis live tonight with what we learned and saw today in the courtroom. Jacqueline.
Now, Devin, this crash has hit the Eastern Market community especially hard, and what we're learning in court isn't making it any easier. Prosecutors say that the driver was drunk, had cocaine in his system, and ultimately was found passed out behind the wheel. In court today, the driver charged in the deadly crash killing Vivian Carmody. Carmody's husband, Dan, the CEO of Eastern Market, was also hurt in the crash. Prosecutors say the driver, 28-year-old Jacob Morlick, was intoxicated last Friday, drove onto the sidewalk at Lafayette and St. Aubin, hitting the couple while they were walking to dinner.
The defendant was driving the wrong way down 2 separate streets with large grassy medians. He ran a red light, proceeded to drive onto a sidewalk, struck 2 pedestrians, struck numerous other objects.
Vivian later died. Her husband, Dan, is recovering. For now, the judge set a $250,000 cash bond, but there will be a hearing to review that decision on Friday. If released on bond, the judge has set a number of restrictions on the defendant, including wearing an alcohol and a GPS tether. We're live at Eastern Market. Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
So heartbreaking. All right, Jacqueline.
The UAW is gearing up for a possible strike if contract talks with America's big auto companies don't go well. The union's president, Shawn Fain, was across the street from Stellantis' Detroit Assembly Complex this afternoon conducting a practice picket. The union is holding a strike authorization vote as the clock is ticking. The union's contracts with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis all expire September 14th.
Tonight, we got a Help Me Hank security alert about your child and their back-to-school photos. What may seem like an innocent picture could actually make them a target. Our consumer investigator, Hank Winchester, live with more on this story. Hank, this is when parents are busy snapping and posting a lot of pictures.
Yeah, and Devin, you know what? Guilty. I'm one of those parents, right? So this is my daughter from last year holding up that little sign like a lot of parents have their kids do with a lot of personal information. This evening, just a warning about the information you put out there to make sure your kids are safe. Take a look. The kids, they're heading back to class, and parents are eager to capture the moment, posting a photo of their children. But it's the information included with that pic that could become a big problem.
Anything that you do, posting pictures in front of their school bus, it's going to create opportunity for them to get scammed.
Here's the info you should avoid posting with your child's photo. Do not include your child's full name, the name of the school, their teacher's name, or any identifying information regarding their school bus. The Better Business Bureau sounding the alarm as there have been cases when a child has been approached by a stranger who was able to track them down just by using the information that was posted.
All of those things can be used in a very nefarious way. There's a couple of situations where those bits of information have been used for stalking purposes for your children. Last thing in the world you want.
And before you put any of those photos online, take a moment to review all of your security settings. Know who is seeing this photo, and more importantly, protect the image from strangers who may be looking to learn more about you and your kids.
When you're going to Facebook, go to your settings and privacy and really scrutinize who you're sharing with.
Now listen, we're not telling you not to snap those photos. Of course we are. I'm going to be taking 100 of them on Monday. We just want you to be careful, know where you're posting this information, and know what information you're putting out there to the public. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank. Back to you.
Yeah, Hank, this runs in so many different directions. You know, we've seen people accidentally putting, the address on their house is visible somewhere in the background of the picture. Check account numbers sometimes when somebody wants to post, look, I got my first check for something. There's just so many things that we need to think about in this day and age.
Yeah, unfortunately, Devin, that's the reality. So we're not just talking about that little sign that the kids hold, right, with all that personal information, but it's where you're taking that photo and what's behind the child that could also be a problem. That's what we were talking about, identifying bus information. You want to make sure that everything behind the kid is safe also.
So many things to think about. All right, Hank.
So true. All right, well, the lineup for the first Republican presidential debate of the 2024 campaign is set. When they take the stage in Milwaukee in a few hours, the party frontrunner will be elsewhere, and the rivals of former President Donald Trump are seeing that as an opportunity.
It's on in Milwaukee. Republican presidential hopefuls taking the national stage without party frontrunner, former President Donald Trump.
The truth is, many people in this country didn't even know who I was 6 months ago, so this is a good opportunity for me to introduce myself to the country. He's been on that debate stage countless times. He's also been U.S. president for 4 years. So if he wants to skip the first couple of them, I have no issue with that.
I think he owes it to people. I don't think our voters, even people that appreciate what he did, and I'm actually one that appreciated a lot of what he did too, I don't think they're going to look kindly on somebody that thinks they don't have to earn it.
8 candidates met the Republican National Committee's criteria for the debate, including former Vice President Mike Pence, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, each one looking for and needing a breakout moment.
When it comes to a multi-field debate like tonight, you're competing with time with 7 other candidates. You can't afford not to capture people's attention early on.
The attention of voters like Caroline Quinlan of Wisconsin.
Well, I'm still learning about all of them. I've been really interested in DeSantis, Haley. I'm interested in her.
Once this debate happens this week, it's off to the races.
And of course, the economy is expected to be a big topic in this debate. It's also a major part of President Biden's re-election strategy. So NBC Nightly News wanted to check in with voters to find out if Bidenomics is working for them.
Good day to you. I'm Peter Alexander, traveling with President Biden. We spent some time this week in one of the key battleground states, Nevada, specifically going to Washoe County, one of the swing counties in that state, home to Reno, the biggest little city in the world, they like to say. But are voters feeling what President Biden describes as his economic wins? Bidenomics, he calls it. Interest rates and inflation having an impact on those we met. We'll have the latest on their thoughts on the state of the economy tonight on Nightly News.
And as you said, that's ahead immediately following this broadcast at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.